Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2.
Check, check, check.
What is up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well today on this Sunday, March 8th, 2026. We are back with another TSD live stream to go over some NBA data, research, props, team props, whatever. I'm also live over on my YouTube channel. If you're watching from YouTube, be sure to come and find us, follow us here at Top Sports Debate over on WAP.com. This is where we are. We will continue to be here unless anything changes. But we are here to hopefully cash on some slips tonight. I'm already 1-0. I took the Celtics to cover the full game spread against, to cover the first half spread against the Cavaliers. They won about 20 in the first half, and then they pretty much won the game by, I think it was like 9 points. So they also covered the spread because I also took them on a parlay to cover the plus 1.5, so that cashed. So we're gonna go over some live reads, put together a community parlay for the homies over on WAP.com at Top Sports Debate and on our Discord. You can look us up over there as well. So we are hopeful to again cash on some slips tonight. I had planned on doing a stream yesterday, but I came home, laid down, got comfortable, and the slate was a little bit interesting last night anyway, so it was just like it's kind of a little bit interesting today, but with more games on the slate. I really do enjoy when there's like 10-11 games versus like 4 to 6 type of stuff. You can still find some stuff, but I really do like it when there's like a plethora of games on the list. So you can only imagine if you're a college basketball fan and there's 164 games in a day, because that does happen during the season. So let's see what we can do. Already loving Bub Carrington for his PRA here. It's just 13.5. He's cashed here, right? 54% to a hit rate. Look how low that is. There's a reason why it's low. I think it's because Sarr is supposed to be coming back. They have Riley. Again, this is expected lineups. This is not the full guarantee spot. But Sarr is supposed to be back tonight. Keyshawn George is probable to be out again. Vukovic and stuff. So, of course, Anthony Davis and Russell and all of that. So, I'm one, again, and then also too, I believe it's low because he's pretty much coming off the bench. Trae Young's pretty much in the starting role again. So, but let's look and see with Trae in the game, what is he specifically doing when it's pertaining to his PRA in maybe 2 games. So he went 1-1 with Trae out there. He had 34 here on the 8th, but he only had 10 here. But again, this was in between months. So the question becomes, does he get 14 tonight? That's the question. So the books believe, let me relook at that over, look at the line, click it. There we go. Look at the actual spot. -120, so the books believe he's going to go under, and -110. Fascinating. We will see. Maybe I take that on the straight bet. Maybe he goes over. I did have Khalil Weir on a double slip with Tatum and DeJounte Murray, but Tatum did not get a double. He went under his rebounds. He went under his RA is rebounds and assists. So Jaylen Brown did his thing. And literally I was on the bus when was it on the bus or just before work? Just before I got off or something like that. I was looking at a first half slip. I was gonna literally put Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Mobley on there for just 20 points because they all had above 10. But it just, yeah, I think I didn't trust Jaylen because he had 11, so I just wasn't really sure. And he had above, he had like 3-4 points above more than Jason Tatum did, but they all still scored 20 points. So it was a plus 167 on FanDuel. So it was just like I should have just threw the $5 on there and just walked away from the table and hope for the best. Do I take Ware here? Maybe, because he's coming off the bench. He's actually doing better coming off the bench if you're really paying attention to what he's been doing as far as like just in the last several games here. Look at this, 60%, 3 straight. He did have a back-to-back here, but if you count this, then maybe he's in a spot where he can get above the 24 tonight for his PRA. But again, he had 3 straight games of a double-double, so maybe he gets a double-double. Let's look at his double-double real quick. It's plus 125. Fliff, if you have Fliff, I have Fliff. I have the ScoreBet app. I have FanDuel, Caesars. Again, maybe he does get the double-double coming off the bench. Head-to-head, he got it one time against Detroit. If you feel like he can grab rebounds, they do have him at 10. In the head-to-head, he's 2-2 against them. He did have 13 here all back in January, beginning of the month. But then again, the last 10, he's still been sort of kind of consistent when getting boards. If you feel like you can get above, take him for the plus money, take him for the 11. If you feel like you can get 12, take him for the 12. It's a plus 172. You know, maybe this cash. I really don't see too many plus 172s that often, so can't really save that one with cash. But if you feel like he would get those rebounds, take him, because we have to consider, is your boy in? He's probable officially as of when? When did he become officially in Cunningham? He became official 3 hours ago. Okay, because he's been questionable most of the morning into the afternoon. So they have everybody in except for Thompson. He is out still. So because the question becomes, because I really was considering possibly taking the under. Let me look at the under real quick. Is this still 229? Okay, it actually went up 1. It was 229 hours and hours ago, like 5 a.m. when I was looking at this, because I was still considering taking the under in the game. But we'll see if this cashes for the under or not. Especially with Pistons getting 4 straight unders while Miami only had 2 in the last 5. So we'll see. That was just something that I was thinking about, but just really wasn't sure. Do you test Houston for stopping, say, Dylan Harper from getting 16 PRA tonight? Maybe stopping from getting his points. His points are sitting at 10. In the last 5, he's gone under 3 of the last 5. Head-to-head, he's 1-1 against them. On the year, is on the season. But both games are on the road. He did get 16, basically 15 plus, on the 20th of January. Now let's look at him at home specifically. What is he doing? He's still getting buckets, 60%. He's averaging 11 points. You need 10 from him. The books currently believe it might be a correspondent. Okay, the books believe he's going to go under minus 108. But on FanDuel specifically, FanDuel believes that he is going to, because again, that's the top number, not Kalshi, but FanDuel. FanDuel believes it's an even spot for him to go either way. So when you see stuff like this, you really have to kind of, wonder, can he get, because again, he's 1-1 against them. He has no data at home. Me personally, looking at the data, looking at the info, they allow 20. They do guard the position. But they've allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get 10. And Malik Monk was a 3-ball off from getting 10. So everybody else, again, you got to look at the list to see who went under the 10. A lot of these players are bench players. So maybe he gets the 10. Feeling kind of confident that he can do it, because again, he's only 3 points off, 2 points off. For the most part, he's usually, when you're really looking at it, from the last 10 at least. Now the last 20 is a little bit different. Last 10 he's 40%, 45% the last 20. So more recently, you say February, now we're in March. So he is at home, he is 0-2 at home to getting 10 points in the month of March. Can he break that spot tonight? That's just the question that I'm kind of curious about. Do you trust Kubale to get 19 PRA? Maybe. Possibly. Let's look at him at home. He's gone under in 4 straight games. He's 1-0 to the under in the month of March. No head-to-head. Well, let's reset it and see what the actual head-to-head. Just he went under. This was on the 9th of January, and this was him on the road. At home. So since he's on the road, let's see. Now this is what they're giving up per the spot. Now you got to figure too, with Sarr back, he's more of the ball dominant player. Kubale, let's correspond with Sarr being in the lineup. Oops, excuse me. Apologies, clicked the wrong one. Sarr in the lineup. Where are you, dude? There you are. Let's actually look and see what he's doing. Still going under. Still at a 30% hit rate to the over. So if we swap, the books believe he's going to do it. At least FanDuel does. So we swap to the under, 70% to the under. This is with Sarr on the court. Because with Sarr out, he was sort of kind of doing his thing. They struggle, sort of kind of guard, right? They're allowing 19 to the position. They're allowing 7 rebounds. They're allowing 3 assists. If you even feel like he can get 12 points, maybe you take him for the 12, because they're struggling to guard the position from scoring. Now let's look at him with Sarr on the court per his points. He's down. He's had 7 straight games of going under 12 points with Sarr on the court. Maybe you fade him tonight. Maybe it's a -102 on FanDuel. So it'll be what, a -125? Yep, -125 for FanDuel. So maybe you fade him. And it kind of sucks too, because you're sitting back like, dude, like he does have his moments where he does go out there and actually get some points, 15 plus points. His minutes around 27. Again, this is with Sarr on the court. Now let's look at him at home with Sarr on the court. Still down 7-3 to the under. But again, you're also looking at players that are starters that get touches and stuff. So it's kind of hard to really say. I really have to really look at that spot there. Again, like I said, I do have DeJounte Murray getting a double-double. Let's see if it went up. It did. No, it didn't. It's still here. It's still 4. Well, I got it at a plus 450. So it dipped down a little bit. But let's look at his rebounds and assists. He's 60% to the over, 3-5 to the over in the last 5. He's 2-0 against Washington. So he's in a spot to do his thing when he does get it, because you need 12. He's done it twice where he's had 13 or higher. Above the 12, he's at 13 or higher. Now this is what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 got it. Carter and McCollum were just, 3 off from getting the 12. So it's still a spot that he could technically go out there and actually do the job. Per the position, again, he would be starting. They allow almost 13 to the position. So he's technically in a good spot to get the 12. So I see like it. I'm going to plop that there. Desmond Bane, there was some data that I saw per his points, and I did not bump him up higher from yesterday. I took him on a parlay. I didn't single bet him to get 22 points last night, and I knew I should have bumped him up because there was some data that I saw was just like, oh, he could get 25 or higher. Should have taken it. That would have been another day where I would have taken a player that was above a plus 200 or higher, maybe mid 200s. I would have taken him at 25. Today, for him to get 25 is it a plus 200? It's a plus 200 even. The question becomes, can he go back to back? He doesn't, as you see. He's only gone back to back twice here in the last 10. He's every other game, though, to going up and then going down the next game. But against Milwaukee, he's 2-0 on the season, pretty much this month, 25 or higher. So he actually likes playing against Milwaukee. But this was him at home. The question becomes, what is he doing on the road? He has gotten 4 more recently in the last 5 road games, 3-2, but he's hit 30 or higher anytime that he's gotten the 25. So this is still good info. Let's look and see. See, Alexander was off, but this is plus money right here. You needed 18, you finished with 23. So I'm gonna guess and say it's under plus 200 that he hit the 23, maybe 180, 190, something like that. Sexton, this was definitely this 15. I feel like this is probably like a 250 or something like that, 260 from to get the 20 plus. Everybody else is down. I have to double check some because the Knicks are playing right now. They're playing against the Lakers. They're down by 6. I have Josh Hart to get some points and rebounds. He currently has 7. What did I need from him? Was it 19? Let me just double check here. I need Josh to get 19 points and rebounds. So he has 7. I need 12 more. Still the second quarter, right? Second quarter, 9:24 left in the second quarter. So we'll see. Everybody else, per the names and stuff on here, a lot of them are bench players. Schweimer, what is his name for the Celtics? He had a double-double coming off the bench. I think he had 10 rebounds on the nose, so missed opportunity. Maybe you take him for the points. I'm going to plop him on there. Might go back-to-back, try to see if I can catch him for some actual plus value here. Per the defense, they're 18th. So, but again, remember this. Desmond Bane, 60%. Anytime he does get his points, it's 30 points or higher. He's 2-1 against Milwaukee. And he had the 1 day here. But again, this was last year's numbers, right? But still good data, right? So maybe he does get 25 plus points again. Is because Anthony Black got injured super early in the game yesterday. He didn't come back. So the question becomes, is he going to play today? If he doesn't play, then I would say yes. Do you take Banchero for a double-double? Why do I bring this up? Because your boy, this dude, I forgot to take him for a double-double. I was going to take him for a double-double. I forgot. 3 out of the last 5 games, he's had a double-double. He had back-to-back games with a double-double. His double-double today is a plus 125. So you can figure in these 2 games, it's more than likely higher than the 125. Was probably like 140, 150, something like that. Something like that, right? So now that he's had back-to-back games, the double-double percentage is down. It's under 130, but still good value. Even here, if you have the score bet, plus 120. The question becomes, can he grab 10 boards tonight? Because I remember too, I was looking at his rebounds. His rebounds was plus value yesterday. Today, it's just under the plus values. Plus, it's a minus 102. So FanDuel more than likely is a minus 125 from the go over. From the go under. Right? Minus 125. So it's in a good spot. If you don't trust him to get the double-double, if you feel like he wouldn't get 10 rebounds, but he at least gets the 9, take him for the minus 102 or whatever for the 9, right? Of course, if you have Kalshi, you want to trade it. It's plus value right here for you. But again, 3 and 2. He's been grabbing boards more recently, about 50%. But head to head though, he's only got 9 boards against them one time, and he's 1-1 against Milwaukee currently. I want to say this game may have been a game when Giannis was in. I can't really remember. Let's actually look at him on the road. This is what he's doing on the road. This is why I'm saying you guys need to take this cap for the double-double. I'm going to go ahead and pop that on there because there's another look that I actually like. Just because I honestly feel like he'll get, 10 plus points or whatever. Does he get 23? Maybe. Head to head, he went under in both games on the year. So he's 0-2 to the under. So maybe you take him, maybe you fade him, right? But when it's pertaining to him on the road, he is cashing on the road. But again, Milwaukee kind of has his number currently. They're doing something to stop power forwards from actually scoring 23 points. So like I said, I just honestly, guys, I'm telling you, I really am upset at myself that I did not take him for the double-double yesterday, because he had it the day before and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take him, and I forgot. So yeah, it is what it is. So I got him for a double-double. So you already have like this, or you can, if you feel like you want to parlay Bane and Banchero, take Bane for the points, take Banchero for the double-double. And again, if Black is out, definitely take Bane for the points, because they're literally, it's just going to be Banchero and maybe Suggs and of course Bane, because Carter, I don't see him. It's the NBA, you never know. I don't really see him scoring 15 plus points, 20, who knows. Now he's been doing his thing more recently, but I don't know. And it might be due to the fact that, Black was out, and, whatever the case at Minnesota last night, that was a wild spot for Orlando to blow him out on the road. But hey, congratulations to them. Let's see. Let me look your way, because I'm kind of glad that I didn't take your rebounds, because I was thinking about Jacquez for rebounds last night and I didn't take it. I forgot to look his way. Do you take him for 5 boards or maybe 6 boards today? He's only done it twice in the last 10. He usually hovers around the number for the most part. Head to head, he's gone under in most. So then maybe you don't do that. Maybe you do take him for the PRA, or maybe his points even. Maybe. He's been balling out more recently. Higher than the 15. Let's push him for plus value, plus 116 for 16 points. Again, head to head, he had 19 here. This was back in the beginning of the month of January. They allow 17 to the position. You need 16 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it. Let me look anywhere else. So they're really technically struggling the most against the 2. Maybe I do still take, because again, he's been actually, his scoring's picked up. Let me see. Look at him on the road here. Back-to-back games. He just missed it by a bucket on the 28th. He's technically 2-0 in the month at home, so that's good. But they're struggling. Let me see. Really, Detroit's struggling more against the 2 guard. He is the 3. Is Jenkins gonna really go out here and get buckets today? You just need 9 for him. I don't know. Maybe you do bump him up to 11 plus 140. I might take this because he just might get he might get 15 points. What is 15? Feeling froggy? Do you want to leap with me? Take him for this plus 14 for him to get 15 points on the road. He was 4 points off here last night. He was right there knocking on the door, you know. Maybe just throwing it out there. He just might get 15 points. You never know, because again, they're struggling the most. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong player. Let me go back in there. But Jenkins in the spot. They don't struggle. They mightily struggle against the position per the points. So he actually might go out there and score 15 points against, per the position, because they're allowing 25. I just might take the. I'm telling you, I will do stuff like that. I'll be like, look, I'll take them for 13, 14, and 15. $5 on all of that. What's the let's see. FanDuel, and then DraftKings. You never, like I said, you never know. He just might go out there and get 15 points tonight. I was looking at the wrong player. I was looking here. So Hero is in a good spot to once again get 25 points or higher, because they struggle a bit more against that position. Just shy of 24. He's 3-2 to the 25 or high. He's pretty much, anytime he does get it, he gets 25 or higher. So that's good. Last 5. 3-2. Anytime he does get it, he's getting technically 25 or higher. He had 24 here. So maybe you take Tyler, because you gotta factor in, what is gonna happen, because Detroit coming off that loss last night to Brooklyn at home. Now they're on the road against this still really good Miami team. That's why I'm saying, like, this might be a slow paced, low score game. I apologize, guys. I forgot, for those of you on WAP and Discord, I forgot to put it in the slip for the all unders, because work was busy today. So that's all on me. Maybe I just do. Oh, look, I'm looking at the wrong player. Maybe Jenkins for 11, Hero for 24, or maybe 25, which would be plus 111. Let's make sure that I got the right. I'm just considering, thinking some stuff. Maybe I parlay this together. Maybe I do Bane and Bonchero here. Need Jenkins for the 11. Maybe something like that. Maybe. Now, Diabate. The question becomes, because the thing is, guys, when you're looking at the slate, you really look at the slate. Look who's playing. Always pay attention to lineups, right? So who has a chance? When you're looking at the slate, who has a chance to get a double-double today? Because I considered Josh Hart today, but I didn't take him. I took him just for his points and rebounds. So they're losing to the Lakers currently. They are down by 13 points. So, well, at least I'm glad, because I thought about the Knicks for the first half spread, but really the data from what I was looking at was more so pinpointed on the Knicks covering the full game spread. So maybe they bounce back in the second half. We'll see. But who on the list, because this is what I've been doing more recently, if you've been paying attention to my slips, who on this slate can get a double-double? Could you see? I'm not going to put them down. So this is positive outlook for you if you feel like this can work out for you? Can you see Alex Sarr going out here and getting 10 points and 10 rebounds? They got him at 7. Super low. It's minus 113. Looks like it's an even 113, right? For FanDuel at least. Yep. So it's an even. FanDuel believes that he's going to either get the 7 or not get the 7. Because again, it's his first game back. He might be on minutes restrictions. Just never know. That's why I'm saying I never bet on players that are coming back. You know, Jason Tatum comes back his first game. He gets a double-double, but he still went under 20 points. He had 15. He hits 20 on the nose today, but he doesn't grab any rebounds, doesn't, you know, pass. Whatever the case, I really wasn't watching the game because I was at work. So he went under on his rebounds and assists, but he at least got 20 points. So, you know, do with this information what I'm talking about. So Alex Sarr specifically, could you see him coming back on his first game back after being gone for since the 8th, right? And he's playing on the road against the Pelicans. He's facing off against Herbert Jones and Zion Williams crashing boards. Can you see, and Murray too, when you really think about it, could you see Alex Sarr grabbing 7 boards or higher tonight? Because you see him getting 10 points and 10 rebounds and grabbing a double-double. Because he can get a double-double. He has done the last 10 that he's been on the court. But his double-double is a plus 420 or lower. It's just stuff that you want to really look at, consider. He did it once against the Pelicans last year, just a little over a year ago. So they've only allowed one center to get the double-double. That was Precious Achiuwa, because Achiuwa has actually been doing his job. Also, too, because Sacramento's playing. Does, does he get a double-double tonight? Does Goatbrook, a.k.a. Westbrook, I think he had a double-double last game, right? Let me just double-check. Yeah, he had a double-double here on the 5th against the Pelicans. Could he potentially get another double-double tonight? Could you see that occurring? Could he get 10 rebounds, or what is it, assists maybe? What is his assist now? Let me look at this. His assist is 6. Could you see him getting 10 assists tonight? For him to get just 10, it's a plus 880. Because, you know, Sacramento, you know, they don't have too much of a, you know, there's a reason why they suck, right? So just kind of throwing that. That's why Goatbrook really hasn't been able to do too much as far as double-doubles more recently, because of injuries and stuff, and, you know, but Precious Achiuwa, sir, what is your double-double? It's a plus 135 or lower. Definitely a chance, because again, he's been either getting it or almost there. Let's look at his rebounds. Look at that. He literally was 2 rebounds away on separate, technically in total, but 1 rebound away in separate games on having 4 straight double-doubles. 4. Let me make sure that's correct. Okay, 3. Because he you could say technically 2 buckets, 1 bucket, and the 2 rebounds, because he had 18 here. So if you want to take him for 15 points, maybe take him for 15. He's the center. So he would be the big. Be the 4. They allow 8 to the position. So he's still in a spot to technically get a double-double tonight. They've allowed Chet, Sims, Williams, and Towns to grab 10. Personally, I feel like he can get another double-double. So I'm going to put him on there. I was going to just say screw it. So yeah. Just kind of, his teammate, Renard, can he get his line is probably more than likely under the where are you? Maximum. Your line is probably minus something, right? I'd actually gave him a plus here. Fascinating. I wonder why. They gave him a plus 120. Maybe it might be due to I don't know, because again, Chicago doesn't have a traditional big out there to grab rebounds to combat him. So usually, to be honest, I really do feel like this is a perfect spot to just take him on a straight bet for whatever, 120, 115. I'm going to go on ahead and do this now because I honestly, I really do feel like he could get 10 points, 10 rebounds. Let me look and see here. Yeah, 10 points. He's been 2, 4, 6, 8 straight, 10 points or higher. They allow almost 20 to the position, just shy of it. Maybe that's why, because of the centers that they faced. But Sims, he didn't start that day. Turner did. They shut him down. Diabate, he was literally a free throw off. Kalkbrenner, he's like really not a scorer, so this one doesn't count. They shut Chet down. Well, no, I think Chet got injured here. I can't remember, but it was something because either Chet was off or we got. I can't remember. So yeah, I actually like this. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take this straight bet here. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna do this right now. Logging into ScamDuel. And I'm gonna put this in right now. Suck it into it. And I'm also gonna take what you call this one. Let me plop that on there. Make sure. So he's on here too. He is plus 135. So let's really look at this and make sure. Okay, they're technically still in the same spot. Let me see. Look at that. Tyler Hero. That's right. So, yeah, all right. So they're in the same spot. Renaud's plus 120. So I'm just going to throw that fiver on here. And then I'm also going to bet Achua for a double-double. Do both. If you feel like both players can do it and you feel like they could be parlayed, put them on a parlay. Okay, so I actually get, so it is a, all right, so let me, okay, looks like Achua dipped down a little bit. Let me just make sure, because the ScoreBet app might actually have the better value. Sometimes that does that. Sometimes the books swap the value randomly. So I'm logging into the ScoreBet app. I want to double check and make sure, because if the ScoreBet app has him at a plus 140, then I'll take it. If it's higher, I'll take it. Just this is what we do. We line shop for the best value spots. Just as betters and definitely for sure as cappers, but let me combo to record a double dub. Okay, so FanDuel has the better value. ScoreBet app has them at plus 130. FanDuel has them at a plus 135. I'm running over to Fanatics real quick. I'm like sitting on Jenkins because I still gotta I'm gonna probably put Jenkins in for 11 points here, but I want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm getting the better line. FanDuel has it at a plus 135. So, Sacramento Fanatics has what? Rebounds, double. Okay, 135 on Fanatics. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Precious Achua on Fanatics for the 135. Just kind of shift my funds a little bit. Just throw 5 on there. Because if you're paying attention with my Precious Achua picks, he is currently 2-1 to getting a double for me specifically, because I've taken him 3 times for that specific prop. So he's gotten it twice. He got it the last time. Can he do it again tonight? That's the question. And over on FanDuel, I'm gonna take Jennings for this plus 140, wherever the number is, for him to score 11 points. I'm just do this right now. And I might just go on ahead and take him for, on some just random stuff, just take him for 15, see if he gets it at that plus 400 or whatever. Because maybe he does get the 15 tonight. Make sure that I can find the, there we go. Where's Jennings at? Jenkins. I don't know why I was saying Jenkins. Okay, I get just a smidge of a better value on FanDuel. It's not a plus 140. It's actually a plus 142 for him to get 11 points. I'm just going to throw 5 on there. So this is good. This is a good look. Out of everything, this is going in the right direction. Again, I'm still considering I might parlay this like maybe do these separate and then parlay them together. I kind of like the look on this here specifically, see if this will work out. In the stream from 3-4 days ago, I remember I had a list of spots of players to do stuff. I didn't get a chance to go over if most of them cashed or whatever. Literally, I had like a 7 name spot or whatever. So I know for sure that Pascal Siakam was on that list for his points, and he did go out there and he finished with like I think it was like 25 plus, maybe closer to 30 or something like that. So that worked out. I actually have him on a single bet tonight to get 21 points because I like his points. Marvin Bagwell, this young gentleman, this vet, right? I really want to take him for a double-double tonight. But I don't know if he's actually going to go out there and get 10 points, 10 rebounds. Now, his PRA is currently sitting at 18. As of right now, the books believe he's going to do it. Minus 110, BetMGM has the best value. As you see here, he's been actually doing his job in the last 10. But we're in the new month now. This is what he did in February. So you weren't paying attention. You missed out on all this stuff. I caught at least one, if I remember correctly. I think it may have been here, or it was one of these two where it was under 20. But outside of that, I missed out on a couple of his double doubles that he had. Missed it here on the 7th, and look at this, missed it here back to back towards the end of the month last month. So I missed out. The question becomes, is he going to get a double-double tonight, get 10 points, 10 rebounds? Let's look at this stuff here because I want to make sure. Because, again, his rebounds are 7. And the question becomes, can this young man grab 10? Can I trust him to grab 10 on top of getting buckets? He, as you see here, he's getting buckets, right? He's doing that side. And he technically is grabbing boards, just in general, just the last 10. This is what he did last year. But again, his minutes have been up since he's been with Dallas coming off the bench. So now, let's look at this here. They specifically per the position, they allow 8 rebounds to the position, like, which is still positive for him. So if you feel like he wouldn't get a double-double, but you say, okay, they're allowing 8, and they're ranked 19th, maybe you take him for the 8. It's a plus 124 on DraftKings. He's in a spot where his potential, his rebound chances are 14 in the last 5. He had 21 here, 18, and 14. They're facing off against Toronto, who will have him facing off against Barnes and Portal, maybe Ingram, maybe Barrett, right? So again, the question becomes, can he get, say, 8 boards? Can he get 10 tonight? They specifically, in the last 10 games, have not allowed anybody to get 10. Randall went off last night for rebounds. I don't think he had a double-double. I think he finished with 9 points. 9 rebounds. But he did have 8 here. He came close. Portis, coming off the bench from Milwaukee, at 7. Williams I don't think he started this game. Maybe he did, but he had 7. So, do you trust Marvin to do the job tonight? Let's relook at his PRA and let's look at the position. Now, they're struggling to stop, again, more of the pushes, the points, and the rebounds. So, if you feel like taking Marvin for his PR, it's 17. And again, this is what he's done. They're allowing this. Now, they've only allowed 2 to get it. Everybody else to shut down. I'm just being honest. I really do feel like, if anything, if I don't take him for his boards, I take him for his points. Right? Or if I don't take him for the double-double, I take him for the points. Because there's plenty that he can accomplish with the scoring. And I really do feel like he can go possibly get 15 tonight. Plus 393 on DraftKings. If you feel like he wouldn't get 15, maybe he gets 13. Which is still plus value. Plus 163 on DraftKings to get 12. Still a really good spot. This is why I say you got to really look at the data, look at the info in front of you. Let's see. They shut Portis down. They shut Kuzma down. But Kuzma's a bum. Barnes is a bum. Gill comes off the bench. McDaniels, he's like some Tommy. So Randall got his. OG got his. They shut Portis down. So it's like 2-1 basically out of a whole entire, because the other, like I said, the other ones were bums. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do this now. I'm just gonna go on DraftKings. I'm gonna take Marvin for 12, and I'm probably, if anything, the 2 risky bets I'm gonna probably attempt here on a parlay, because again, this is a random thought. Everything that I just talked about, all the picks that I just talked about, gonna be posted on WAP and Discord. Again, if you're watching on YouTube later, gotta come find us on Top Sports Debate here at WAP.com. This is where you will find us. This is where you see me doing the live betting. And then I'll be posting all the picks in our WAP and on our Discord. But WAP's been acting kind of weird lately. I've been posting my screenshots, and my screenshots have been taken away, and the links are still standing though. So maybe some updates or something. Maybe WAP is just no longer allowing images on their sites. I don't know. But at least the slips are there. I mean, at least the links are there, at least for people to click on stuff. So I'm gonna go on ahead, and I'm going to, again, 2 things. I'm going to take Marvin Bagley for this 12 points at a plus 163. I'm going to do this right now. Real quickly. Okay. Knicks did not cover the first half spread, so that's bad. But I could technically, on the live bet, if you want to go on DraftKings, it's a minus 105 for the Knicks to cover a minus 1.5. I would say take the Knicks to cover that 1.5. They just might cover. They might bounce back in the second half. Just throwing it out there for y'all, for over on WAP. Those of you watching on WAP, those of you watching here on YouTube. Let me go on ahead and stop rambling. Let me take Marvin for this 12 real quick. If you want to take Marvin for the 10 points as a minus 115 on DraftKings, I think, let me just double check and make sure. It's a minus 105. The best value is minus 105 on BetMGM. BetMGM, more than likely, a corresponding number is a minus 125 or minus 120. Yep, minus 125. So the books believe he's going to at least get 10 points. So if I were you, I would at least take him for the 10 and then ladder him up to the 12. But I'm probably going to possibly do a riskier bet here in a second. It's going to be a parlay because I literally just had a thought. So Marvin for 12 points. It's a plus 163. So now what I'm about to do, because I just had a random thought, I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to parlay Marvin and Jenkins. But this is going to be on FanDuel. Why? because Jenkins has the better value over there. Well, technically doesn't have the better value. Technically, Marvin has the better. He has a plus 163. So let me see. If I put Marvin on up, it just shifted down. Probably because I put the bet in. So just shifted down from a plus 163 to a plus 157. So you got to run and put this in. That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to take, this is line chasing. You want to do this fast because you're trying to get the best value, the best returns, all of that. This is what you want to do here. Okay. So Jenkins on DraftKings for 10 points is a plus 102. And then for him to get 12 points is a plus 175. So it's up to you, whichever one. If you want to take Jenkins for the 10 points for the plus 102, take it. If you want to take Jenkins for the 12 points plus 175, take it. But single bet both, and then maybe you can parlay this spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Jenkins at the plus 102. Let me see what that says. It's a plus 419, but if I take him for the 12 points, it's a plus 606. My sister was here. She would get excited. So I'm going to take, because again I took Jenkins for 11 points plus 142. Let me see on FanDuel real quick. Let me relook at this again, because I'm trying to think of what I really want to do here. So FanDuel, Jenkins plus 142 still. So if I do Jenkins for the plus 142 for the 11, and then Marvin, where's Dallas? Points. Marvin. Let me hurry up and do. Okay, so Marvin's not on FanDuel. So it's okay. We're just gonna do DraftKings. So I'm gonna go on ahead. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna take Marvin Bagley for 12 points, Jenkins for 12 points. Push for the value here. Go for the gusto, right? Oops. And let's see what happens. I just threw 5 on there because that's my, y'all see it a lot of times. Y'all see my picks in the Whopping Discord. $5 is a change or $5, whichever. That's that one. I'm gonna share this one real quick so that way y'all can, if y'all want to take it now, y'all can at the value where it's at, because again, I put the bet in, as I just said, the line dipped down for Marvin Bagley after I put the bet in when he was sitting at plus 163. So let me, I'm going on Discord now, and I'm sharing this with y'all so that way, like I said, if y'all want to tell it, you can. Again, per the value. Okay, they're both the same time. So Jenkins, so Bagley. No, sorry, Jenkins. No, we'll do back. We'll do the low to high. Bagley, 12 plus was a plus 163. And then Jenkins 12 plus was, or maybe he still is, and I'll say single bet both, because I'm gonna just single bet the Jenkins pick too. Because I already have him at 11. I'm gonna take him for 12. I just laddered him up. To just 1 extra point. Because again, Jenkins is in the better spot, if I remember correctly, for the data. Okay, and then here's the slip on DraftKings. And here is well, I'm gonna share the screenshot. Y'all will just see, probably y'all may or may not see the screenshot, but at least you'll get the link. You'll see the info. But I got it. I put it in. It's there. You can go find it, go search it, and y'all can, do with the information what you will. Okay. Let me grab Jenkins for the, look, you might as well take that 12 right now, because it literally jumped up. It's no longer 175, it's a plus 181. So I just missed out on some extra juice, and that's okay. Again, remember, he's in the spot because they allowed 19, so he might get 15. You know what I mean? If you feel like he can get 15, it's a plus 393 on DraftKings because he's in the spot. Jenkins is, where is, what the heck? There we go. Jenkins is, as you see now, it's a plus 110 there, plus 108 for 10 points. Still plus 140. But again, if you feel like you get the 12, now as you see, yeah, the line changed. Because again, I got it at the plus 181. Now it's a plus 185. Well, now it's a plus 181. So it changed. It's no longer the, so it actually shifted up. So highly recommend that if you feel like they can go out here and get the higher number, go ahead and do it. But again, if you feel froggy enough, you feel like both players can get 15 points, take the leap, single bet both, parlay both, see what happens. This is why I say, like, I really don't like doing player props, but if I see something, I'll take it. And I really don't like doing a long list of parlaying, just cause, you're relying on too much. Single betting is just where it's at. And I really honestly do trust the teams much more, because as a collective, they can still do the job for you, even if, one of the stars or a couple of the stars are mucking it up. Let me see. Andrew. Do I have anybody on here? Nope. Alright. Look at your points. It's 15. Is it? They look like they believe he's gonna go under. Minus 102. Minus 108. Because again, the corresponding number was 119. They got him at 25. So, but FanDuel believes he's gonna get it. DraftKings believes he's gonna get it, right? So what was the 108? ScamDuel has it now for the under at 122. So the books believe he's gonna do it. DraftKings, same thing. Last 5, he's over 4-1. He is 1-0 against them, but that was last year. Let's look at him at specifically on the road. Now, It's looking a little more interesting. A little bit down, a little bit up. 50-50. They're still allowing much more than what you're looking for. You know, it's above 30. So looks like they're struggling a little bit towards the passing. Just a little, they're like right in the middle. So because you trust Nembhard to get 7, this is kind of juiced here. It's plus 104. I don't think there's any other. Nope. So if you drop them down to 5, it's a minus 178. I mean, that's sorry, 6. So they believe he's gonna get 7. It's a plus 104. So plus 104 is due cash, but you gotta really just like dive into the data. Let's look at him specifically on the road. What's he doing on the road? He's actually been passing a little bit better, but it's more so on the back end of the last 10 road games. On the front end, he's 2-1. He was 2 off here against the Clippers. He had 8 here against the Lakers 2 days ago. They allowed 2 players, Spencer and Daniels, to get 7. Walker had 4. Remember, Walker still passes the rock. He still gets his. He actually got, I think he had 6 or something like that, 7 or something like that a day or 2 ago. So he might, again, let me see. Just looking at the, okay. So they shut, oh, that's Kobe. Apologies. I was going to say that was Derek, but that's not Derek. Let me look at his threes. It's 2. He had much better volume here. And he's taking 6 shots. Back-to-back games where he went under. You just need 2. The books believe he's going to go under. They allow 3. They're still guarding the position. Still a little bit of a promise. Pretty much everybody outside of Daniels and Ayo hit a 3 or higher, right? You need 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got it out of the 10, 12 list here. So even 2, 4, 6, 8, 13. So 6 out of the 13 got it. Pretty much most everybody else was off by 1. He's shooting 6. Maybe. Maybe. He's averaging 2, 1.9. Averaging 2 in the last 10, last 5. Maybe. He had back-to-back games. Has he ever had 3 straight? No. So this is technically, what is this his first time? Yeah, his first time having back-to-back. Fascinating. All right. So he's technically 0-2 on the year on the road. So this is a risky spot for him to get 2 threes. I actually like the risk. Oh, nope. Can't, right. Oh, never mind. Nope, not looking your way. You're questionable. Not looking your way, sir. Not doing it. Not doing it at all. So B Miller, young man been balling, right? Your boy been balling. He is 1-2 to the over in the month. He had 40 here. Kind of feel like, again, when a player goes up, they kind of go down, right? Maybe he gets still, maybe he still gets 29 PRA tonight. Let's look at the actual spot. They actually struggle against the passing and points, but his points are 21. Let's look at his passing. It's 3. So this is actually a comfortable spot. This is a good spot. He passes the ball 7 times. They're on the road though. He's still passing the rock even in the last 5. His passing's down 1, but he's still passing the ball. Head to head, he had 6 here, but that was last year. Is that the only game that they played against each other? So 1-1. Does he go 2-0 in the last 2 seasons at Phoenix to getting 3 rebounds or higher? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. Yeah, I like his passing. One moment, one moment. All right, sorry about that. Apologies for the interruption. I like his assist, so I'm gonna jot it down. So I think we have good enough info here. So let's go with, as far as the community parlay, let's go with Murray. We'll do Murray for his rebounds and assists. We will do Hero for excuse me, his points, and we'll do Brandon Miller for his assists. We'll just do it like that. And all of this will be on the ScoreBet app, which works out because they should be giving us a 20% booster. Just logging back into the app. This will work out. I have a few bucks over there too, so that'll work out. This is actually a good spot. Maybe I'll start doing, because I usually normally, for those of you on YouTube, I usually normally just dive into the community parlay stuff, but I really do just like diving into the data and really trying to find some picks and for possible other stuff outside of the community parlay. So let's see. Okay, Knicks are still down. They're down by 6. Maybe they don't cover the 3.5 today. Maybe it's just not their time. Because again, if you're over on Whopping Discord, I did share that 4-leg team prop. Boston covering, Knicks covering, Spurs going over their team total points, and then I think it was, who was it? Was it Portland? It was somebody covering a third quarter spread. It was just some random stuff. I was just looking at some data. I was like, yeah, it was Portland. Minus 2.5 for the covered of the third quarter spread. So if you want to go back in and take that slip and just take the other 2 single betted parlay it, do that, because the data just looks, right there in the spot for it to hopefully cash for the other 2 games, because the Knicks just might not pull up. Boston covered for me. Maybe, again, per the data, it looked like the Knicks could possibly cover. It was like really the only spot that I could find for that game. Just really wasn't sure. So and the other thing was that I was thinking about taking the Raptors instead of the Knicks to cover the first half spread against Dallas, but I just really not too sure if Toronto could cover a big number. I think it was like 6.5 or something like that for the first half spread. I really wasn't sure because they have not covered that number in the last 10. I think it only covered like twice. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, sure, it's Dallas, but you just never know. And is Cooper Flag playing tonight too? That's the other question, because I think it was questionable at the time. Enough of my rambling. Let me put this slip in here. Where is... Oh, lost it at Pelicans. Where are y'all? There we go. Pelicans, combo. So, rebounds and assists. Murray. Where are you? There we go. 12. All right, 12. And then, is it Desmond Bane next, or? Actually, no. Tyler Hero's up first. I thought Murray was up first. Hero's up first. We gotta rely on Hero first. 6 o'clock. Hero. Let me grab the actual. So they got him at 24. So we'll do 24 for Hero. So rely on him first, and then Murray, and then the final piece to the puzzle will be, again, if the other two come through, I'm gonna hopefully rely on the homie to get the 3 assists. But again, remember, you are oh wait, I apologize. I keep forgetting because I'm so used to, there we go. I have to opt into the the booster first before I put the bet in, because I'm so used to just putting stuff in and just, because FanDuel, at least that's the one good thing that FanDuel does. At least on FanDuel, you could just put the bet in and still apply the booster even during or after the bet. You don't have to apply for the booster first. You can just put the bet in, you're good. All right, Hero 23, and then Murray for his rebounds and assists at 12, and now officially Miller for his 3 assists. All right. Yep, 3 assists. Now this is a low spot. I ain't going through. All right, the app is kind of bugging out. Let me kind of close out and see. That was weird. Because when I clicked on Miller, nothing was happening. The whatchamacallit didn't move or budge or what the heck. Even the picks disappeared. Let me try it again. Or you know what? Let me just, here, this is what I'll do. I'll do it on my phone. I'll just go to Outlier and hopefully this will, I don't know why this was being weird here. Usually it will work. Some Hero and then Murray. And that's another thing. I don't even know why I wasn't even doing the 12 and then. Yeah, I don't even know why I just didn't do this like I normally do. Miller for 3 assists. There we go. All right, so plus 434 on the ScoreBet app. With everything added, went down. It dipped down to plus 424. That's probably why. Hold on, where's the booster? Oh, it logged me out too. Freaking bums. That was weird. The app decided to be weird. Like I literally logged into the app like 2 minutes ago. There was no reason. I wasn't idle or anything, so I don't know why it decided to be weird. There we go. 20% booster. Now it's a plus 509. Just throw the quick. Okay, yep. Throw the quick 5 on there. It's in. Got it officially finally. Sheesh, that took a little bit longer than normal. Now I'm gonna screenshot. Now, if you're on, if you're still over on, for those of you watching over on WAP, if you're still over on Discord, you can be able to actually see the screenshot. Like I said, WAP randomly, I guess per some updates or something, they decided to maybe switch some stuff around. I don't know, but whenever I post my screenshots, the screenshots disappear. So I'm still posting them in hopes that they will stick and stay. But even more interesting, I still see other people's screenshots, but I'm still also seeing some members complaining that they can't see certain things. So it's just like something's going on with this update or whatever these updates that are going on in the WAP site. So it's just being weird. So apologies for any and all that happening. We really don't know what's going on right now with their system and stuff, unless they specifically decided to just say screw screenshots or images or stuff like that and switch some stuff around. I don't know. But the community parlay has been posted in the Discord, and I am now posting this in the right now. Bang. It's there. So if you want to go check it out, go have at you. And we're just hoping for the best. This does indeed cash. Like I said, what I'm probably going to do is I'm more than likely going to take Desmond Bain and Monchero on on a parlay, just those two. Then I'm going to take Jenkins and Hero on a parlay, and then I'm probably just going to just parlay all of that on there just for the 4. So remember, take Precious Achua for the double single bet that. Take Renaud because they gave him plus value. Take that as a single bet. If you feel like they both can get a double, parlay that. Might garner you some extra if they do indeed. Because if you're really paying attention to what's going on in the league right now, some players, even random players, are getting doubles in the last like 6 or 7 days, something like that. More recently, almost every day, you're seeing somebody either new getting a double, even like today, Boston Celtics. Now the backup small forward, because Tatum is now back, Scheimer, he had a double today. I don't know if he had a line for him to get a double, but if it was definitely in the thousands. So probably somebody out there probably shared it on social media and they grabbed it, but I personally wasn't looking this way. I considered Jaylen Brown for a double. Glad I didn't take him, but he was more of the better look because he came close. He came the closest getting double, as well as Mobley, because I did have Mobley on a double slip as well. He came close. He didn't get it either. So yeah, the read was there. At least my initial thought for Brown, but my read for Mobley was right there. He just couldn't grab 2 more rebounds. So what can you do? Look at that. Freaking Harden had a double. Freaking bum. I thought about him, but I was like, I ain't going to do it. I don't really know if he's going to get it without, key players on the squad. Just really wasn't sure. And he actually did it. So what can you do? So yeah, that's pretty much that. And now we just hope for the best for the rest of the way. Tomorrow we have 5 games. Short slate. We should be able to find some stuff, but y'all know me. I'm gonna be looking at the spreads, first half spreads, team total points, stuff like that, because those are my bread and butter. Those are my joints. I more so kind of treat the player props as fun stuff to look at and to parlay and hope for the best. But again, I like to leapfrog into grabbing players at super juice plus value. I love taking players at a plus 200 or higher, plus 150 or higher, even sometimes under. Maybe parlaying a couple, just a 2-leg, or if I'm feeling froggy, a 3-leg, but that's pretty much it. But single betting mostly everything with those kind of lines. So like I said, per the slate here, who do you believe that could get a double? Because that's what I'm chasing currently. This is a new spot that I'm starting to chase now. Honestly, feeling like that's the thing. Bam Adebayo still has a chance to get a double tonight. They are allowing, per the position, if I remember correctly, let me just double check, make sure. Where are you, dude? Per the rebounds, because I looked at this earlier at like 5 a.m. this morning, maybe 4:30 a.m., whichever. This is what he's doing in last 10 games, last 5. Per the position, they are allowing 10 on the nose. His line is his prop is 10, right? Now he's at home. This is what he's done at home, but more recently, this is what he's done. 2 of the games he got 10. He was 1 off here. He was 3 off here against Brooklyn in that win. But again, they're allowing 10 to the position. But down here, as you see, only 2 got 10. Allen and Carter were 1 off. They shut Allen down. They shut Carter down. So they were right there. They were knocking on the door. Sharp coming off the bench for Brooklyn. He continues to be a rebound machine for the Nets. Highly recommend that you still look his way for the rest of the season, just because whether he's starting or not, he's fighting for those boards. So he's still a look for rebounds alone just on the single bet, right? But you may catch him to where he can possibly even get 10 rebounds or a double-double type of stuff. So just be on the lookout for him. So Bam is still in a spot in the midst of them, guarding the position from stopping and getting the rebounds. They're still allowing the number that you want. Feel like Bam can automatically still get 10 points against them. He's averaging 18 against Detroit, and per his rebounds he's averaging 11. So this is what I'm saying. Bam is in a spot to get a double-double tonight. His line is a plus 100 even on FanDuel. So I think it was a little bit higher. I think it was 105, 110 hours and hours ago. So it dipped down because people were starting to pour. They're starting to look his way. So you may want to consider taking Bam. You may want to consider taking Scotty Barnes. The only thing is his rebounds have been down more recently. Right? Like, look how bad he has been. Right? Head to head, though, he's on the uptick. His line is, his prop is 7.5. The line is minus 113 on Kalshi, and then everything else. So the books currently believe he's going to go under, right? So it's a minus, so it's plus even. So the books believe he's going to go under. Do you take Barnes, who has been struggling in the last 5, who hasn't been able to get 5 boards against a team that actually, per the position, allow 8? Look at the list. Look at the names on here. Look who's grabbing higher than 8. Barnes usually grabs. He's usually a player, as you see here, back here, he's usually a player that does grab, but for some other reason, he's down. Does he bounce back tonight? That's the question. Let's look at him at home. Does he bounce back? Does he get above 5? Does he get 7? Does he hook you if you decide to take him for a double-double? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Just trust your gut. But again, Barnes still could possibly wake up and grab 8, 9, maybe 10 boards. That's him. Is Cooper Flagg playing? He's officially in. You still want to look towards the young man's way. He specifically is still grabbing rebounds. He had 8 against Boston. They specifically are allowing 6 to that position, but he's in the point guard position, so they're allowing 5. But this is Cooper Flagg. There's been spots where I've looked at him and data is looking like this, and he still went out there and had this, right? So he might still go out there and get higher than the 6. He might finish with 8 again. So I'm just giving you the info to let y'all know that y'all might want to take this young man tonight for the 6, for 7. I took him on the 6 at plus value the last game, and I should have laddered him up to 7 and 8. I'm mad that I didn't. So you might want to take him. It's plus 102. Remember, plus 102s do cash. You just got to make sure that the read that you're looking at, the spot that the player is in, he's in the spot to actually do it. So he's technically in a spot to grab 6 because they're only stopping the player from getting just under the number by the 5. So yeah, and as you see, you're down here, Kubale and Dort were right there. They were knocking on the door. Technically Riley was too. So personally, I would say take Cooper for 6 to roughly 8 boards tonight, because the young man still goes out there and fights for those rebounds. Trying to think of anybody else. I really don't trust Gafford and PJ for overall. Maybe you consider Portal because he's still a rebounder, right? Oops. Last 5, he's averaging 8. He only hit 10 one time, pretty much off the rest of the way. But of course, let's look at his home spots. Still same spots, but he's a little bit under. He's averaging 7. They allow 12 to the position. you need him to grab 8, right? So Quetta had 15 here randomly. That was that double-double spot, if I remember correctly, right? But I think this was the game that he had a double-double in the first half, if I remember. You need 8. Diabate, consider Diabate tonight. He might get a double-double. Chet's been like strange. He's been kind of like mucking it up from a squad. So per the list, we're really looking at some of these starters they've actually shut down who actually do grab above 5, maybe 7 to 8 boards. So he's technically in a spot where he is going to probably be fighting to grab, maybe. But again, you're talking about him versus these two who they're not bigs that, in my opinion, that go out there and actually grab boards, right? Like they're not. Yeah, look at this. Look at you bumming it up. Yeah, see, look, he's not doing that. Gafford, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Barnes can bounce back tonight because he's dealing with these two cats down low. So I feel like Barnes and Portal can have their way tonight and just crash the boards and do their thing. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like heavily on that game right now in the moment in time. Again, Sar, maybe Sar can grab some boards. Maybe, again, he might be on minutes restrictions, but again, I need him to play roughly 2 to 3 games, get his legs back under him before I look his way for a double-double. If you want to take the risk, again, I really honestly, I don't see him getting a double-double tonight, but it's the NBA, you never know. It's a plus 450 or lower. Maybe he grabs 10 boards and gets 10 points tonight. Maybe he goes off in the first half and, has 15 points and 8 rebounds in the first quarter, first half type of stuff. I'm just throwing scenarios out there. You just don't know what's going to happen. And of course, you got to look at the homie, even though he don't know me. You got to look at the young man here, the sophomore, because he has been, for the most part, doing his thing on the rebounds. He's been getting double-doubles a bit in the last 10 games. Now, head-to-head, he had 3 games with 10 or higher. He's technically on the season 2-1 to getting 10 boards or higher against Houston. Both games were on the road. Now they're back at home. The game here, he was 2 off. Now let's look at him at home. Last 10, this is what he's doing. 6 straight games of 10 boards or higher. 7 games of 10 boards or higher in the last 10 home games. He's 2-0 in the month of March. So he still has a high chance on grabbing boards, facing off against Sengun here, and Smith, and Eason. You got to consider the play, and Durant. So still feel like he can get the spot. Honestly, just being honest. Let me see. And of course, he's gonna, he really doesn't have, truly honest, when we're looking at his season here. Has he ever gone under 10 points as far as for the season? No. I don't see any spot where he didn't get under 10. So his double-double is more than likely minus something. Yeah, it's a big number. So I would parlay him with something else. Probably somebody with a plus value. So, yeah. K-Bands, what's going on? So Giddey is questionable. And, yeah. Highly sure. Yeah. You can look Cade's way. Definitely, you can look Cade's way. Let's look at him. So Giddey's still questionable. So I haven't seen any information currently saying that he's in. Giddey's double-double is it's a minus 150, 160. So if you're on Flip, it's a 155. That's the best value. If you're on Hard Rock, it's a minus 150. He is still a double-double machine. Now, he did this in February, walked into March, and went 2-1. So he's 2-1 on getting a double-double, which is good. His assists, 8, 9, 10, right? Head-to-head, he's gotten 10 or higher 3 of the last 6 games against Miami. On the season, he's 1-1. He was 2 off here. He could have went 2-0. This was them at Miami. They're back at Miami. The question becomes, does this change? Does this shift? For the position, they allow 8. They struggle against the position. So he's in a spot. He's back. He's supposed to play tonight. Kind of figured that he was, because it was just weird that he didn't play the last game. But when you really look at it, it was just like, yeah, this was technically, it was kind of smart for Miami to rest him so that he can, for Detroit to rest him in the last game so he could play against Miami tonight. So look at the list. Traore was 1-1. He had 9. He was 1 off. Maxey had 11. Rollins had 5. But that, I want to say that game was when like Turner was, Porter was, Kevin Porter was doing this thing passing. So, and then Scotty came off the bench and he still got 6 for Memphis. But then again, he probably was starting that game. So per the list, and that's the thing. You want to pay attention to LaMelo Ball right now for his under on his assists, because he's been going under most of the time in the last like 6 or 7 games. Just some weird stuff has been going on with LaMelo and his passing. I don't know, maybe, but again, it's not his fault really, because he's passing his teammates the ball. They're not doing the job after he gets them the rock. So Knuppel has been kind of off, if I remember. Let me look at Charlotte. But yeah, Cade still is a look. Let me look at Knuppel real quick for his points. You see, now he's been scoring, right? But it's been like he's been getting his points later in the game. Remember, usually he was scoring his points. He was getting like 10 plus points, maybe 15 in the first quarter and a half, and then he would get the rest of what he was doing. This is what he was doing even here, down here. He was really getting some points right, really watching the games and stuff. The end of February, right? So he had the down tick here. He struggled against Boston, which is understandable, but he had 27 against Miami here. Does he against Phoenix, against this defense, right? Does he do this tonight? Can he get 20 plus points tonight? Can he get 19 on the nose? Can he get 20 or higher? No head to head. So this is his first time facing off against this squad. They allow 18, just shy of 19. They're allowing around the number that he's at. 1, 2 got it. DeRozan came close. LeBron, some weird reason, decided not to get 20 points. Maybe he just passed more. Maybe he had a double here. I don't know. Maybe. And Herbert Jones, who really isn't that much of a scorer, really. So, and then Denny, I think he must have got hurt here. So, yeah. And they shut Harper down, who comes off the bench. He's the firecracker that comes off the bench for Phoenix. Excuse me. Oh, this is Ron. This isn't Dylan. I apologize. I still didn't connect Ron and Dylan as Ron Harper's sons. I don't know why I didn't connect that. That's on me. Like I was watching Ron Harper ball back in the mid 90s. Like, I don't know how the heck I didn't think like, oh, Harper. Oh, there's another Harper. Oh, that must be, you know what I mean? That must be Ron Harper's sons. Like, I didn't find that out until the All-Star break. What the heck is wrong with me? That's because I'm old, man. I'm old head. Like, man. Yeah, guys, I'm old. What can you do? You know, Father Time is undefeated. Enjoy. If you're listening to this and you're in your 20s and you're in your 30s, enjoy those years. I'm telling you, enjoy it. But take care of yourselves. Eat right, drink right. Stop drinking alcohol every single week. Stop it. I work in a hospital. I genuinely care about y'all when I say this. I work in a hospital. Stop consuming alcohol every week. You are going to regret dumping that into your body. Stop it. Genuinely care about. I want you to live to see your 80s, your 90s, your 100s. I want you to live a comfortable, peaceful life. All of us are going through something. All of us. That bottle should not be your supposed place of peace and zen. Stop drinking alcohol. Drink water. Maybe a little bit of juice. Stop drinking pop. Hey, if you feel like smoking, smoke. That's on you. I don't do that stuff. But I also, again, I work in a hospital because I see patients who are smokers. It sucks. Like, it sucks. So yeah. Anyway, enough of my ramble of hoping that the human populace will be kind to themselves. Back to what I was saying. Clingan, still look. His double double is probably a minus 200 or something. Same thing, minus 150. Let me just double check it. Let me see. Minus 180 because he's still in the spot. He still grabs boards. This young man. He's only a sophomore in the league. Like, he's out there getting it. The question becomes with his height and stuff. Is he gonna play for a decade? That's the question. But this is what he's done in the last 10. My hope is that he does. They allow almost 12. Diabate is 11. So they shut Embiid down. Kalkbrenner, they shut him down. Bona doesn't really, I don't know. And Gafford is Gafford. Brook Lopez he's pretty much a bum. He's random. He had a random like back-to-back double-double like a week ago. I was upset. I was like, this bum. You're younger than me, but you're the vet, and you're out there getting double-doubles. It's like cracking me up. So again, he's still in the spot to get 10 points, 10 rebounds. The question becomes, can he get the 10? They allow 18. Yeah, he's still in the spot. So look his way for Clingan. Again, Bonchero, Clingan, Achua, Renaud. Now, if I remember correctly, Miller had a double-double recently, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah. Here, Miami, random. I don't think he's going to get a double-double again. Because he randomly had how many rebounds in that game against Miami? He had 13 randomly. How many rebound chances did he have that game? Doesn't say. More than likely above 10. I don't see him getting. He had 8 here. He had 7 here. I don't know. It was just random that he was out there grabbing boards, and he had a double-double. I think it was by the third quarter here at home. I don't know. What's his double? It's got to be in the thousands, probably. Let me see. Yeah. 1,400. Against Phoenix. I don't know. Diabate, sure. Plus 200. Now, he had 3 straight games where he didn't get it. Let's see here. He had 14. That's right. Because he had 14, but he only had 6. That's right. Because I took him on a double-double here. He didn't get it. That's right. Should have went with his rebounds instead. It's 11. So, yeah, he's in the spot to get a double-double. Look at all these centers that they've allowed to get a double. I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm probably just gonna go on ahead and take him for this double-double, dog, because he might bounce back tonight on the road. Again, remember, everything that I take, I'm gonna share it in the Discord and the WAP soon. Plus, I gotta get out. I gotta get something to eat. Oh, if you're on Strange. Oh, I'm dropping frames on YouTube. Well, this is letting me know I need to go. But go search for me on Twitch. I'm over there because I'm gonna be live streaming me play more of Resident Evil Requiem, the new game. I think I'm almost done with it. At least beating it for the first playthrough. It's a really, really fun game, and I'm gonna be replaying it. It might not be tonight, I don't know. Depends on how long that ending is, but I'm gonna be looking to replay it soon so that I can now start to work on some of the trophies and beating it under. I think you got to beat it in under 4 hours, type of stuff, to do some extra stuff in the game for a third playthrough. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be at in roughly about maybe like a half hour or so. Like I said, I gotta go eat some dinner, get some food in me. And that's the same for y'all over on YouTube if you're rewatching this live stream. But let me stop rambling. Let me go get some food. Like I said, per all the list, the players and stuff, go look at the data. I mean, you saw it here, but go check it out for yourselves. Go with your gut, of course, but you know, trust the data, hope for the best. Some are gonna cash, some won't. You're gonna go on hot streaks, you're gonna go cold streaks. It is the name of the humanistic experience. It's part of the game. We just hope for the best that we do win most of the time, and we just have fun in general and just enjoy the sport that we're watching. But with that, I'm out. Y'all stay safe, stay humble, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, friends, and loved ones, and I will hopefully